whilst I'm out doing these video clips of face plan, I might just make one more for the moment, and I'll try to be succinct. I will also try to address what is in my mind. Problem being, don't make notes and you see what I'm doing. And the subject being ladies in transport, lady truck drivers, in other words, female truck drivers, whatever you want to call it. I am an enormous supporter of anybody entering this industry and working hard and achieving their goals at whatever level suits them. And so as a result of that, I'm an enormous supporter of female truck drivers. Absolutely. There's probably a few bits of advice that I would like to give them. First of all, and I know a lot of you want to see this, but it doesn't work. Affirmative action. You need to be employed because you're very good at what you do, or as good as you can be at what you do. You need not be employed just to make up the numbers. And if you are being employed on that basis, it creates enormous problems down the line for other people of the same gender or whatever it is that's being slanted towards. And ultimately, you won't succeed. You really won't. So, and I get all of the discussions I've heard, it's hard for them to get a start. That's fine. It was also very hard for me to get a start because I didn't come from a transport background. And I don't know how many months or years I sat over in that passenger seat just watching another bloke drive and getting out and changing tyres and tarping up and doing all the menial tasks and not being paid for it. So don't tell me it's stuff, because I know. I've been there and I've done it. I might also add that whilst it might not have been made me the best operator in the world, it made me a lot better operator than I would have otherwise been. Okay? Because the bloke who was sitting in here was an absolute expert. He was a gun operator, and I learned so much from him. Even though I had my licence, and even though I'd done all of this stuff before, and I'd actually done driving trucks in the military and all of that business, none of that counts. Ain't worth nothing without that, you have that education from somebody who really knows what they're doing. Next thing, the way to be, that is to work to your strengths, whatever they are. Now, I've got a real surprise for women, despite the fact in this modern world and our woke world that, you can be what you want to be. You can't be what you want to be. You don't manufacture testosterone down there. So don't try. Don't grow a set of those, because that isn't what you need. What you need is what you got up here. And I say to women all the time, play to your strengths. Think. Use leverage. Whatever. I mean, it depends on what the circumstances are. Okay? But don't be gung-ho. And honest to goodness, I can swear better than the worst sailor out there. You won't hear me swear because it doesn't add anything to anything. So all you do is you make yourself out to be perhaps what you're not. And Lyndall, for instance, has heard me drop some absolute clangers, but as a general rule, I don't swear. You don't have to swear to be tough. You don't have to swear to be a truck driver. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Just be an ordinary human being. Get good at your craft, and people say, oh yeah, but you can't get good at your craft if you don't get a start. Yeah, I've heard all of that and I've been through it all. And there is a certain amount of difficulty there. But I really urge people to just keep chasing. Go to companies, every company you can think of, and then go back again. Annoy the hell out of them, no matter how many times you go back. And hope that you find a company, and the company I currently work for, I believe, is trying to encourage females. I won't put any details down below because and I won't mention the company name here because I don't have their permission to do so. If they want me to, they'll let me know. But my company is keen to have female operators because they can be an absolute successful story. They can be an absolute disaster as well. And it's all based on attitude. Attitude makes all the difference in the world. So that's the other thing. So if you've got your attitude right, you work hard, improve your skill sets, and be persistent. And trust me, sooner or later, somebody will actually give you a start. You know, I've been 4.5 decades in the industry, but the first decade or so, you don't even want to know how tough it was. Quite aside from the fact that the gear was no good compared to today, and no sleeper cabs or just a pass itself, underpowered trucks are as rough as guts, and it just goes on and on and on. Learning how to rebuild essentially a truck on the side of the road. It just goes on and on and on, And not everyone is going to be toots out there for those ladies that are inspiring to be that. But you don't have to be a toots these days either. There are opportunities in the industry. Just avail yourself of them. You just have to find them. And persistence will get you there. But again, play to your strengths and improve your skill set. And hopefully you'll get a company like the one I work for that is willing to and encouraging of lady drivers. All people from whatever walks of life, provided they're competent. Competency above all is the one thing, because it's not like being in an office. Affirmative action might work in an office, but out here, if you're not competent, somebody dies. It's that simple. Somebody will die sooner or later if you're not competent. So affirmative action, no, it's not out here. Anyway, that'll probably upset a lot of people. Bad luck. It's the truth as I see it, and in fact it is the truth. See you later.